Alright, welcome back. Mike here from the Logical Gamer Show, checking out some gameplay for StickTongue. Last time we streamed this, we started out from the bottom. Here we're a little bit more up. We were fortunate enough to be able to get a review code for this game. It's available now on Steam. And you can see we're pretty decent way up. New mode here that they added is a chill mode, where the flags right here are respawn points. Every time you pass one, you just hit Y or triangle there or R, and it automatically respawns you back. So even if you fall to the bottom, you can hit that and you'll start all the way back here. On chill mode, since we played for about 3.5–4 hours and we had to turn the game off, unfortunately we're stuck all the way at the bottom. We reached out and the developer added this chill mode, which is now even if you turn the game off, you're actually able to start off at the last flag you touched. So not that far away. What we're going to do is we're going to keep going up here. As you can see, you jump. It's basically the only up version of well, a frog version of only up. And the premise here is where there's no more water left on Earth, and you have to make your way up to heaven to ask God to figure out what's the deal and to give us more water. So there's multiple ways to get up here. As you can see, if you're looking at those elevators, we came up to one on the right, and then we jumped up all those trampolines there and came over here. Now we have to go up there. If we came up the one on the left, we would have come up those bouncy pits, up that thin row, and then all the way down and a little bit farther. That takes you up a little bit higher. This one makes it a little bit easier to start. So you can look ahead. The only thing is, if you want to play on the hard mode, you only get a limited amount of respawns per flag. So you can only respawn 3 times per flag, or else you got to start over, and you can't respawn until you get to like the actual next flag. And impossible mode is like, I know usually they say there's impossible. We tried it out. It actually is impossible because you can't jump. You have to only use your tongue. And if you look, if I want to go up to use my tongue to jump, I have to move it up here. But now I can't manipulate my tongue anymore because how am I supposed to go? It doesn't let me jump. And with the camera angles, it's hard to get through. So we realize that's pretty much not possible. So we're just going to go on the easy mode here and make our way through. You can go as slow as you want, so let's check this out here, see if we can get past where we were last time. We're gonna go that way, up there, here, go this way, and I gotta go up those stand-up ones. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll go this way. Now if you look, that white indicator is your tongue. The red indicator here, that's where you're going to land basically. So if you're not sure, you're going to land right behind them. So you just jump straight. Now something like this, you want to jump and go a little bit sideways. And there you go. See how I landed right there? You want to go slow. Because if you just jump too fast, you're definitely falling, because the physics here, as far as if you jump and try to bring the frog back, it's almost impossible. So you see I can stay straight there and you don't fall off. And you can move yourself in the air. So if you jump straight up and don't hit the control stick, you won't move. If you jump straight up and want to move a little bit forward, just tap it so you don't go too far. And you can test it out little by little there, so you can, until you see where you're going. So here now you gotta go straight, so just jump straight, and you can pull your tongue forward. Now if you just tap it, you pull it a little bit. If you hold it, you pull yourself forward too far, and you could overshoot whatever platform you're trying to land on. So you got to be really careful on that. So if we fall here, for example, we're done, and we got to start all the way back for that flag. Like, just like that. So now we gotta go all the way back up. So that's the part that does get a little bit of a pain, and if you just say fuck it and I'm going to go for it, and you go fast, you end up falling off and you get yourself even more frustrated. So you got to take your time. Something like this, you got to turn the camera, try to jump sideways. Because when you go forward on something that's side to side, it really throws off your field of view and the angle, and it makes it hard to land properly. So obviously I can't walk over, so I got to jump. Now if you're too close and jump, you jump into it and it ricochets you backwards and it throws you off. That's why I got to start a little bit back, and that's why I stop at like here, so I don't jump into the pipe there and throw myself off. Okay, made that one. Now this one's not too bad here, and I want to show you a tricky part here when hopefully I make this, so we'll see. Okay, those aren't bad. Those are 2 of them, so I should be able to land on both of them here. The thick ones aren't that bad, so you can see you can... Ah, man! Alright. Now, as of course I said that, I screwed up, so... Oh, I almost messed up there. All right. Now, it's important to know when you're in the air, that little white controller indicator, that's where your tongue's going to go. That's not where you go. That's where your tongue goes, and you ricochet past it. So you have to watch, otherwise you're falling right down like I've done a couple times now. Now once I get past here, there is a flag. Now you want to land on here, because as you can see, if you overshoot it and you land in between those, you're falling down. I realized that the hard way the first time. So you just go up nice and slow and make your way up the rail here. You take your time. As you can see, it's pretty far. There is going to be a flag at the top here. Otherwise, you got to jump each single one of these. Not happening. It'll take you an hour and a half. Now, there's the flag. Got to get over there. Alright. Now, this is the hard, this is where we have an issue. One of the issues with the game, which we'll show you right after this flag. Luckily, the hard part is right at this flag. So. Alright, these fire extinguishers. This is the pain in the ass here. Alright. Now let me show you. I'll jump up on the fire extinguisher, get up on one, no problem. Now, there's the next one. We got to get on top. Now, this is what I mean about the impossible mode, number one, because if you look, you can't jump. And no matter how I adjust the camera here, it doesn't change anything for me as far as how I can get up there. So it's actually not possible. Not like, you know, they call it impossible, but it's a hard mode. It's not. So we figured out we have to do, we have to go to this one, to that one, to that one, to this one, and then up to that board up there, the platform. But there's 5 of them. It is possible to land on the handle. At first I thought maybe I could jump on the handle and shoot shoot the fire extinguisher to propel myself up, you can't. But what you have to do is you have to jump, and it's hit or miss with the game because it pops up in random spots where you're going to land your tongue. You can't control it. And on here, it has to be at the top of the fire extinguisher so you can propel yourself around, fly up in the air, and then tongue grab down. And we'll show you what happens if we don't and if we do. So here, if you look and you just see the red tongue dot, you jump. As soon as you hit it, and you don't have enough tongue and you fall. So there's no way to actually do it unless when you jump, because as soon as I jump, I'm close enough to have the tongue trigger and I can't move it. So what I realize I got to do is I got to jump, put it over here on top of it, jump, and as I come down, as soon as it hits the top of the fire extinguisher, I got to propel myself up. Here, go here, and do that. Now I gotta hope and pray that my luck pans out on all of these. Same thing, jump up. That was a little close. Now if you look here, that red dot, it's hard to see. It's moving back around. It fills up there. Now it's filled. You only have a limited amount of like tongue power, otherwise it runs out and you fall all the way down to the bottom. So here I'm going to jump up. Pulls me back down. Hopefully, getting close. We'll see. Hopefully I can make the next one, but you got to wait. The blue background you might be able to tell. See, now it's a little bit easier to see. Now, hopefully, I can make this if I jump high enough without ricocheting myself off the board. Made it. Okay, that was just pure luck. And you can see, you're like, all right, where do I have to go here? You got to figure it out. I somehow got to get onto that board. But if you look, can't jump here. Oh, sorry. Here. That's where the camera angle messes up. Pull yourself the sword here. It looks hard because it's thin. It's not. You line yourself up. You just jump straight. You'll land right on it. But now here's the difficult part. You got to get to the edge of these certain things because otherwise you won't have enough room and the tongue generator hitbox messes up. So here, if I jump too soon and I hit, the hitbox will register underneath here and I'll swing underneath it. I won't be able to get up. So I have to go to the top, to the side, jump, and then pull myself over. Made it. All right, now hopefully we can somehow manage like another one here. Got to find another flag. All right, now here we go. Here's these boxes. Now as you can see, I don't have to go box to box to box to box to these moving platforms. I could jump far if I want and ricochet, but you have to time it. Otherwise, you're gonna fall right off. Like that. See? That. See, if you try to jump too far, they don't have time to rotate. And you can't control the hitboxes, you end up falling. And see, a lot of this, unfortunately, is luck, which is the downfall of this game. Because, like, right there, I try to jump and it knocks me off. Again, same thing. Now, we've gotten past this before by sheer luck. Like, if you look, like, remember back on the last fire extinguisher. And this is what I mean by, like, the hard mode, because even if it's not up to you, you die, you're fucked. Like, again, like, how many times do I have to do this and, like, hope and pray? There you go. See, like, right there, and I just happened to get lucky. Now, some of that was me, not like, you know, the game is totally, but most of that was just me getting lucky. Now here, these things look scary, but as you can tell, they don't touch the board here. So as long as you can stay straight and don't manipulate the camera. And I'm all the way off again. As you can see, like, those things didn't touch me, but somehow I happened to knock off. Which is the one real downfall of this game, because it's a fun game, and if it was just skill-based, it'd be okay. But when you have skill based with luck, and that luck is the game not fucking up, not like you get lucky with your skill, it just works out the right way, that's when it gets too much for us. And like there, now I just fell right through the block when I would have landed on it. Again, fell right through the block. So as you can tell, I'm just jumping straight without manipulating the camera. And I can go over those things. Any elevator goes automatically up, so if you find one, just go. It'll automatically definitely bring you to a flag. As you can tell, look, it gets really high up there. Where's it going to let us out? Up and up we go. Now this plane part you'll see is a real pain in the ass. Luckily there's a flag like right here. Obviously the developer knew this, so at least he helped us out with that. You can see there's flags. We got to go on these planes. And we don't jump from plane to plane, we stay on one plane until we get all the way over to those barrels. And then once we get to the barrels, we got to go all the way up to, I believe, past the house where that the next flag is. And you can see we got to stay behind the wings and keep moving against the flow here. And we could make the plane sometimes if it's too close enough, but it's not. So I gotta wait for the next one. You gotta time your jump while it's still turning, so you land on it while it's flat. And as that turns right, you gotta stay behind the wings, otherwise we fall off. And keep doing it nice and slow like this as it turns counterclockwise against it. So we kind of stay in the middle. And it takes a little bit, so you don't have to adjust the camera right away. And yes, if you do mess up one time, you're all the way gone, and you got to start back, just like that. Back of the next plane. See, that's how far I got, not even halfway. And now that wasn't me. I didn't jump hard. It was because I jumped near the edge and the game kicked me off. Like, when I say jump, I mean move the controller left. I didn't actually hit the jump button. Yeah, this is a good way to help with the controller, otherwise the camera, it's difficult. If you stand still, you don't fall backwards, so you can just keep the camera like this in order to manipulate yourself. It is a little bit of a pain in the dick though, especially if you get all the way to the end and don't make the jump. And as you can see, the plane goes lower and higher. So it's going to go a little bit lower, higher, past here, and we'll jump there. And we made it! Alright, and here's the flag. So just that one part alone is the flag. Clearly it's hard. This part probably took us the longest to pass where we were before, and I'll show you what we mean by the hit markers on this game. If you haven't seen it so far, this part will give you the best idea as we're paying attention. You got to get from this tire, that tire, to those 4 tires, and then once you jump off the 4 tires, those other things are bouncy bags that you have to now get up to that grill and then to the house. It's a pain because, as you can see, watch. This one's not that bad. You jump on a tire, you land on it, you go. But now when you jump, it's almost impossible to get the right way. And again, this is not like a skill thing. This is a game luck thing. So if you play on a level where you have only a limited amount of respawns, it makes it impossible. Hopefully we can get this. We'll try. Like right there, I didn't even jump. The game moved me. Now if you see, I moved to the side because you have to hit the very top of the tire. Because if you hit the middle of the tire or the bottom of the tire, it just swings you underneath it, and you can't adjust the marker. So if that's the case, you might as well just fall and start all over. So I moved to the side here, and hopefully it doesn't bounce me off like that. So not only do I have to combat the markers and hope I get it on the right spot, but I also have to get it like that. See, I just swung. Hopefully I have to get where it doesn't ricochet me right off. And a lot of times, like there, the hitbox doesn't even register until I'm already past it, so it screws me up. See? Again, didn't register until I was already past it. Somehow I was right in front of it and it didn't register. And there's 4 of these. See? And there, knocked me off. Again, there, the trigger doesn't register sometimes. So, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is, if this was just a jump, it'd be so much easier because I could reach it. And there, it ricochets me off. Again, doesn't register, so I couldn't jump and I just died. The marker was in the right spot, but it wouldn't register me with the trigger. Didn't register again. Didn't register until soon. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's blocks like this in games that make you want to quit games. Want to register the button again. See, I hit the tire and I can't pull myself up. And if I hold the button too much, pull myself up, and it ricochets me off. And just in case you guys want to know, you cannot ricochet yourself from one to the other and swing yourself up onto the last one. You don't have enough tongue power, and the game's momentum does not allow you to do that. We tried that as well. You do have to stick to the top of the tires no matter what, and hope and pray the game registers it to you perfectly all 4 times in a row without messing up. Like that. Now, as you can tell, I've admitted a bunch of times here where I messed up, but this isn't me, guys. This is straight up the game, and it's extremely frustrating here. Like, there's no way for you to control the hitbox, and the game just randomly picks where you're going. And there, pulls me over because the tire's moving. If these weren't moving, it'd be something different. But actual physics combined with messed up luck is not a good recipe for success here when it registers the button. So we'll try a couple more minutes here just to give you guys an idea. But this is what I mean, guys. Like, this is, we pretty much got stuck on this part last time. We're trying to get past it. It's almost like a block where it's kind of can't be done, unfortunately. So same thing. Tongue didn't register until it was already below. Again. Didn't register. Pulls me right off. Knocks me off. Won't let me jump. That was me. Won't let me pull up. See, if it would at least let me stick and like walk up and I could let go, that's fine. But I shouldn't be pulling myself, ricocheting myself away if I'm at the spot my tongue is hitting. It doesn't make actually any sense. It's not like it's against the laws of physics in a physics-based jumping game. There we go again. Alright, we're going to try 3 more times here, and then we'll probably just pack it in for a little bit, just to give you guys an idea. If you guys can get it, and you know a different way, please, by all means, let me know, but hopefully I'm thinking it's something that's stupid here, and it's not, but like, you can see it ricochets me past where my tongue is, even though I'm at the exact spot my tongue is. Alright, last time. I know he said 3 times. We'll give it a bonus 4th because I messed up the 1 time. Oh, wow, worked. Last time, look at that. Ah! Okay. So, I made that, but unfortunately on the sandbag there, I messed up. So, let's see if I can make it. As you can see there, it was like really lucky based. That wasn't me. And if you look here, you'll notice I set my little tongue marker over it, so I jump and it lands at the top, and hopefully I could put like that. But there, of course, it doesn't register. I make it and it doesn't register the tongue the next time. So, and as you can see how many times I've done this with infinite spawn points, again, tongue doesn't register, not registering, not registering. And to try to do this with a limited amount of spawn points, where even if you do it correctly, the game could fuck up, is, again, tongue didn't register until I'm already too low. Smashing the button, it doesn't register. This is for real last time, because as you can see, we've been doing this for about 8 minutes now, and we can't get past this one part. For real, just to give you guys an idea of how far I am, when I do fall, I'm going to fall to the bottom. Right after this. Actually, no, we'll go for another 1.5 minutes. We'll time it, see if we can do, which will be exactly 10 minutes. See if we can make it. Oh, and now that ricocheted me off. Like, see, really? Now, how am I supposed to know that that's going to ricochet me off? Here, so now this is how high we were here. Now the best part, all the way down the bottom, and there I'm back up again. So we're going to pause here, but as you can see, like, that's what I was talking about, guys. It's not just the skill, it's the luck combined with where the hit marker goes, the camera angle, if it actually registers when you hit the button, and all those things have to end up in a perfect storm 4 times in a row. This isn't just jumping from a moving platform to a moving platform. It's things aren't registering where they're supposed to be in the game. So we have reached out to the developer. The game, as you can see, we really like. It's a fun game, but it's these technical things really have to be added in. So this game is available now. It's called StickTongue. It is on Steam, available right now. Make sure you pick it up. It's available to everybody. We do like it. We do recommend it. If you are going to play, absolutely play on chill mode. unless for some way you possibly figure out a way past all these things here. If you're going to try to play on hard, do not do that first. It's going to be, I would say, almost impossible. Make sure you check that out below. Again, tune in next time to the Logical Gamer Show. Like everybody, make sure you like and subscribe below. Take it easy, everyone.